Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box, episode 63. Alexi gets cock. Yes, I've done away with the boring old titles, game week reviews. I've decided that going forward, we're going to give the Banter in the Box episodes more imaginative titles. And to kick that off, we start off this week with the title Alexi gets cock. Because Greece Lightning manager Alexi Lagos went into the transfer market this week and transferred in Robert Koch of Leeds United. Oh, and I've just realised I've made a typo. Robert Koch of Leeds United spells his surname Koch. Apologies if that caused any misunderstanding. Alexi wasn't the only manager to go into the transfer market this week. One other manager went into the transfer market this week, Steve Holmes, Arden Diamonds manager, and he paid £5 million for a wild card tactical gambit which allowed him to purchase multiple players in a single game week. So in episode 63 of this week's Banter in the Box, we have your game week 20. Game week 20, it's going so fast. Your game week 20 winners and losers and a manager of the season update. Remember last week I said that the who the fuck is that question that's been running for 10 weeks, the answer to that will be revealed this week, whether anyone gets it right or not, because I am bored with it now and I'll be revealing whether anyone got it right later. But your game week 20 winners, take a bow. Legends 23 manager Nicky Saunders climbing 2 places this week to 21st. Doesn't sound like much, but 21st is the highest position that Nicky has occupied since game week 8. Take a bow also, Megan Hoxlade Chamberlain manager Megan Hoxby climbed 1 place to 19th, and that's the highest position Megan has occupied since game week 6. Take a bow also, yours truly, the biggest climbers this week, up 4 places to 9th. But your biggest game week 20 winner, take a bow. Debut manager, better than the Diamonds, James Holmes, recorded his first ever weekly win this week with a personal highest weekly total of 87 points. Goes up 3 places to 5th. And that's the highest position that James has ever occupied in his debut season. They are your game week 20 winners. Here are your game week 20 losers. Hide your head in shame. Greece Lightning's Alexi Lagos, the defending Family Fantasy Football League champion, fell again this week, down 2 places to 8th. You have to go back to the 23rd of January 2020 for the last time that Alexi was as low as 8th in the table, 2 years ago. Hide your head in shame also, Napoli manager Lee Poulter, the biggest fallers this week, down 3 places to 13th, and that's the lowest position Lee's occupied since game week 14. Hide your head in shame also, Fingering Hoe Rangers manager Ryan Leslie Perrin. He fell 2 places to 23rd. And you have to go back to the 31st of December 2020, over a year, for the last time that Ryan was as low as 23rd in the table. And finally, hide your head in shame, Her Majesty's Secret Cervix manager George Irvin. George was the lowest scorers this week, scoring, wait for it, -3 points. At this rate, Ray Poulter may not win the wooden spoon at the end of the season. So they are your game week 20 losers. Now, who the fuck is that? Running for 10 weeks. Very simple. 2 current Family Fantasy Football League managers pictured there. And if you got both managers correct this week, you would have earned 18 manager of the season points. This week, and only this week, if you got one of the managers correct, you picked up 1 manager of the season point. But to get the 18 manager of the season points, you had to get both of them. And if no one gets it this week, then I'm about to reveal the answer. We're not rolling it over again because I'm just bored with it now. 4 managers had a go this week. Joint leader of the manager of the season table, Hatch United manager Neil Hatch, thought that that was a picture of yours truly and Legends 23 manager Nicky Saunders. And Benny United manager Mark Benwell, who's also currently joint top of the manager of the season table, he thought that that was a picture of Lyndon's Lovely's manager Joe Hoxby and Clockhouse Rangers manager George Moody. I can tell you both that neither of those guesses were correct. Arden Diamonds manager Steve Holmes had a guess this week. He thought that it was a picture of Benny United manager Mark Benwell and the Appleys United manager Marie Appley. I can tell you, Mr. Holmes, that that was an incorrect guess. But it was incorrect because you didn't get both managers right, but you got one of the managers right. So you get one manager of the season point, Mr. Holmes. And the final manager to have a guess this week was Megan Hoxlade Chamberlain manager Megan Hoxby. She thought that that was a picture of the Appleys United manager Marie Appley and Jimmy S's under 11s manager James Appley. And I can reveal, Megan, that that was a correct answer. 18 manager of the season points go to Megan Hoxby. It was indeed a picture of Marie Appley and James Appley. And I'll tell you now why this edition of this particular Who the Fuck Is That has been running. In one of the Banter in the Boxes over the last 10 weeks, that picture did appear in one of the episodes. And still, no one got it until Megan Hoxby, which means the manager of the season table looks like this. The manager of the season table is too big to fit on the screen now. So I've just done you the top 10. Lee Poulter, in a game week 20 loser, dropped a place into joint 10th. I climbed to joint 6th for being a game week 20 winner. Holmes has gone clear in 4th place because he got 1 point for guessing that it was Marie Appley. But Megan Hoxlade Chamberlain already had a manager of the season point. She got 1 point for being a game week 20 winner and another 18 for getting the Who the Fuck Is That, which means she's 4 points clear at the top of the manager of the season table. I'm pretty sure Megan's never been top of the manager of the season table before. So that is how it currently looks. But it's not over. Let's give you an opportunity to earn some points this week. And as Megan has a 4-point gap at the top, I thought I'd make this one a 5-point answer. Yes, there are 5 current Family Fantasy Football League managers pictured there. And if you can tell me the 5 managers pictured there, you will get 5 manager of the season points. If you get some of them correct, you don't get anything. So this will probably roll over for 10 weeks as well. We'll see. But that is this week's Who the Fuck Is That? 5 current Family Fantasy Football League managers pictured there. And if you can name all 5, you'll get 5 manager of the season points. That's it for this week's edition of Banter in the Box. Who knows what next week's edition will be called? The pandemic is over, guys. Have a good week. Stay safe. Bye-bye.